If your congregation feels disengaged during worship, it's probably not the set list.
It could be a lack of relationships that should start way before the first song.
Today, we're showing you the secret to engaging your congregation during worship, and it's easier than you might think. So let's dive right in. Well, hey everybody, welcome to the MxU Podcast, where we help you in your worship ministry achieve excellence every single Sunday, starting this week. I'm Spencer DeYoung, and today I'm joined by my buddy, worship leader, service producer, event show caller.
That worked.
Yep, Dillan Howell. Thanks for being here, brother.
Ready to be here. Excited about this topic. I think we're going to really stir the pot today.
Okay, let's just jump right into the real problem behind unengaged worship. And this is something that we hear all the time. My congregation just isn't into it. There wasn't enough hands up. Man, we really practiced that bridge and we sang it over and over and over again, and people just seemed like they got bored. Okay, let's just be real. When people don't engage during worship, it's easy to blame external stuff. The song was written poorly, bad mix, tough room, distracted congregation. And yeah, sometimes those factors matter, but a lot of the time, it's a relational gap between the people on stage and the people in the seats. If your congregation doesn't know you, if they don't trust you, they're way less likely to follow you in authentic worship.
Yeah, performing is hard to follow long-term inside of the church. People feel connected to artists because they listen to their music every day in the car. Mm-hmm. But that's not you. You are their worship leader. You are the person leading charge. You are the person, and when I say worship leader, I'm talking about all positions. I mean, you can be an audio engineer and still be a worship leader. So I'm talking about the overarching idea of leading worship. Your role is to lead them. And when it comes to leadership in any way, whether it be leading someone from A to B in their personal spiritual life or leading someone in worship, influence carries weight. Influence comes through building relationships. Know who your people are.
Okay, so there is a hidden problem here. Build suspense. What happens after sound check? Okay, now let's talk about the real rhythm most worship teams fall into on Sundays. Sound check happens early before anyone really is in the building. Maybe there's a few volunteers, ushers are there, whoever. Rehearsal's done. Then the team vanishes. They're like, oh, I got to go get catering. I got to go take a nap. I got to go get my makeup on. I got to go do my hair. Got to go get ready for the big shebang, green room, backstage, tech booth. And we don't reappear until service starts. And here's the problem. The hiding creates distance. So unintentionally, it tells the congregation, we're over here and you are over there. We're not in this body together. That is the hidden problem I truly am convicted of.
Yeah. I mean, even if you had a great sound check and it was like all high five, everyone feels great. Those 1 out of 4 moments, right, where sound check was incredible, rehearsal was so good, God showed up, and it was so powerful. And high five. Now let's immediately go to the green room and start eating breakfast, because that's important. I mean, a lot of people eat breakfast at that time, right? You still have things to do. It's okay to sneak away for a few minutes and regather your thoughts. It's okay to pull somebody aside after that sound check and say, hey, that was great. Keep it up. Like, to have those one-on-one moments. But also remind yourself all the time that there are people in your lobby that you are getting ready to lead spiritually. Get out there, shake a hand or two, and get to know the people you're about to lead in worship. If you're missing that relationship connection, I feel like you're going to miss the relationship connection when you're actually on the platform with those you're trying to lead.
Yep. So amidst all of those things that we need to manage and juggle on Sundays, do you believe there's still margin?
Absolutely.
Okay. It was a trick question. New habit, use that margin to build relationships, right? Yeah. Not every moment of the weekend is accounted for. If you're out there and you're saying, no, Spencer, every moment of my weekend is accounted for, my goodness, let's talk. You must be a just overachiever with a very limited team. So build relationships.
Well, can I say something real fast?
Go ahead.
But what are you doing Monday through Friday?
True.
If you're showed up Saturday and Sunday and you have so much work to do and nobody's prepared and ready to do it, so that you can make things actually a priority to go meet people because you still have a ton of responsibilities and tasks to do. Yep. What are you doing Monday through Friday? I don't know.
Yep. No, it's a great point.
Let's start up a little bit.
Get
stressed.
Let's use that margin, though, to build relationships, no matter what day of the week it is. We're talking about Sunday particularly here, but you have margin. We all know you do. We do. So use it to build relationships. Here's the shift. Instead of disappearing after soundcheck, use that margin intentionally. Once your mix is dialed, once your rehearsal is locked, get out front. Let's do something crazy. Let's go walk the lobby. Oh no, we're going to have to talk with that person in the front row that kind of gives us crazy eyes when we hit the opener on Sunday morning. Greet families when they're coming in. Learn their kids' names. Talk with them. Pray with them. High five some kids. Say hi to the first-time guests that you've never seen before. Encourage regulars by name. Right? I'll never forget my early days of serving in worship ministry. A leader of mine at that time was always saying, get out. We're all going out front. We're greeting. We're going to go out in the parking lot. We're going to walk people from their cars, walk with them. And it always, frankly, I didn't enjoy it. And that was on me because it really was a heart posture thing in that time. But man, the relationships that came out of that and the equity that was gained on the other side to then be able to go and lead those people in worship, I will never forget it. So you don't have to be the greeting team. You don't have to be on the roster to be a friendly face. Just get out there. And some people are going to look at you kind of weird. The greeters will probably be like, hey, what are you doing out here?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be backstage.
Right. And here's the thing. It's not a waste of energy. If you're looking at it going, well, but I could put that energy aside and lead so much better on the platform. No. It's not a waste of energy. It's a part of your leadership because you are now pastoring people long before you ever started singing the first word of that song.
Mm-hmm. And moving on to excellence, I actually don't believe this kills excellence. There's a lot of people who kind of might have this concern of, well, if we're out greeting, won't that hurt the excellence of the service? And I actually think this will enhance your overall excellence. If we're talking about redefining what excellence actually looks like, I actually think this enhances it. I think the worship experience gets better because we are filling that margin with relationship building.
I couldn't agree more, but here's the kicker. You have to plan for it. As a service producer, my job is to make sure we run a clean and professional service. Be part of excellence isn't just a technical thing. It's also a relational thing. When we plan rehearsals smart, we get the technical stuff done. We create margin for the most important part, which is ministering to people. Excellence isn't just the tracks are tight, right? That's what we focus on the most because we care about those things.
Yep.
But it's also the people being loved. Mm-hmm. It's the teams that are present and pastoral.
Yep. Yeah. A perfect mix, polished band, doesn't matter if people don't feel led, ultimately. They just feel performed at. And that's the point we're trying to make here. So how do we actually do this? How do we start doing this as a team? If you're listening and thinking, okay, is this actually possible without it feeling weird? Here's a simple plan. Build time into your Sunday run sheet after soundcheck to be present with the congregation. Okay, that's just easy, low-hanging fruit, number one for you. 2, assign a few team members to intentionally walk the lobby before service. Maybe you're a worship leader and you do have a meeting you need to get to discuss some elements of the pastor or your drummer, and something went wrong with the tracks rigged during rehearsal, and so you got to sit back and troubleshoot some things. That's okay. We're all a team. So it's, hey, James, hey, Sarah, do you guys mind hitting the lobby for us? We'll be there when we can. We can get there in a minute. But maybe it's not the whole team. That's okay. Assign people. Get people out there. Lead them towards that action. Encourage small, this is number 3 here. Encourage small, simple connections. Nothing forced. A small, simple connection could literally just be adding somebody on social media, sending them a quick note. Hey, I saw you at church. Love to get to know you. Let's try to find a time next weekend to connect. Small, simple connection, right? It could be waving at somebody when you're walking out on stage. Walking out on stage, see somebody in the front row, you might not even fully remember their name, but you want to acknowledge them. Hey, I see you. Hey, how are you? Right? Number 4, lead your team by example. If the leaders do it, culture will follow. Here's how I can promise you this won't happen. Leader, if you don't do it. Mm-hmm. If you don't do it, I promise you, your team will not do this. So you got to really allow this to sink in and absorb this and have it really ingrained on your heart. If it's ingrained there, then your actions will flow, your actions will follow, and your team will then follow you in those actions, right? So it's not about hitting a quota. It's not about having to start a new relationship every weekend and having some sort of competition game with your team. This is genuine, but we got to start somewhere.
Right. So how do I start this Sunday? And it doesn't have to be a huge lift. We're not saying, hey, put on a different outfit, right? Mm-hmm. We're just simply saying, be available.
Yeah.
Be approachable. Just be a human. And over time, this compound effect will become insane because people will begin to know who you are, which is how trust gets built. Walls become to come down, and worship engagement rises naturally. You will see these things happen as you, I was going to say, like, make yourself one with the people, right? But just go out and just be available.
But we are one. We're one body with the people.
I know. I was thinking of a movie like be one with the people.
Yeah, no, it sounds cheesy, but it's the truth. We're a part of the congregation, paid staff, volunteer. If you are in one of those roles, helping execute a worship gathering, technical, musical, singing, whatever it may be, you are one with the people.
Right.
You're a part of the body. Like I said earlier, let's break down this. We're over here and you're over there. Naturally, we need a platform. And today in modern Western churches, like, there's a platform, and that's okay. But let's not let that platform create a divide. Mm-hmm. Same thing with a sound booth. We have physical barriers around us. Sometimes those physical barriers actually turn into real barriers that we let create relationally. So let's talk about how your culture will shift over time when you do these things. One Sunday will not change everything. But consistent relational leadership will, I promise. When you start showing up consistently for your people, outside of just leading songs, you change the way the room feels. And I'm hesitant to even use the word feels there. You really will change how the room is.
Yeah.
Right?
And overall the church, so that you're creating a church where worship isn't just a program, like a 30-minute or a 60-minute checklist experience. It's a family gathering around the presence of God, right? So think about this. And people don't spectate family. They're a part of it. They participate in it. They want to be a part of a family. This isn't just about better worship sets. It's important to know this. It's about building a healthier, stronger, and more connected church.
Yeah. Better is it's a broad term, man. And we use it at MxU a lot. What is a better worship set? Musically, it actually could be worse, but your congregation is more engaged, and ultimately that is better because, again, we've been saying through this entire conversation, what's our role? Let's go back to number 1. What's our role? We are leading people to God. We're not entertaining people. We know that. I know it can sound really preachy and it's oversaid by a lot of people today. It's just the truth. We are leading people to God in every position we are in. So let's let that be our definition for what excellence looks like, what better looks like. Okay, so let's land this plane. The real secret to engaging your congregation is building relationships. There you go. There you have it. That is the secret. If that's what triggered you to listen to this episode and you're super bummed out, I'm sorry. Building relationships. It is the secret to engaging your congregation. Use the margin after Soundcheck to connect, not hide. Excellence isn't just technical, it is relational as well. And over time, small, consistent actions will change your worship culture, I promise you.
Yeah. And when your congregation feels known and loved by those that are leading them in worship, by those that are leading them in any way, So again, we're not dismissing the production person, audio, video, lighting, stage team, musicians on stage, worship leaders. It doesn't matter. When they feel that connection, they will follow you a lot more freely into the presence of God, which is the goal.
Yep. And if you want more tools like this to strengthen your team, if this conversation has encouraged you and you just want to dig deeper, check out MxU. We have gobs, and what I mean by gobs is over 1,000 training videos for every position in the worship team, and it's paired with a learning management system. If that sounds fancy to you, it's essentially a management system that gives you the ability to purposely train your volunteers. We're talking about training programs to lead your volunteers through leadership topics like this, but also technical topics that will lead them towards technical excellence. So you can go to getmxu.com. There is a link in the description below in this video. And if you're like, unsure of this, but I do kind of want to see what this whole MxU thing is about, we've got free resources linked in the description below as well. Everything from how to lead a team night to how do you learn the Nashville number system to how do you tune drums, how do you mic drums, how do you play guitar. There is just tons of free resources at getmxu.com for you and your team to check out. Share it with others. As always, if this video was helpful, like and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, consider doing that, please. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Go lead your people, both on and off the stage. We will see you next time on the MxU Podcast.